New York Fashion Week challenged these young designers on every possible level.
I need bubbles in that thing. I need that bubble. I need all the trees up. Filter into your spot here.
Some did better than others.
The dress isn't going, you need to fix it.
The next few weeks are going to be very busy.
They have to fulfill a different design challenge.
Now there's definitely more pressure and more on the line.
Calling all curious.
I'm curious.
And we are also shooting the 10 finalists to have their portrait in the November issue of Vogue.
The Vogue photo shoot is major.
Like, I got a thigh workout for like a week.
Abs are on point.
Yeah.
I've never in my wildest dreams thought I would be part of this.
Whoa, oh my God.
Every year, hundreds of young American designers apply for the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund.
The CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund is really the first of its kind, and indeed the only one of its kind.
Anna Winter from Vogue, Diane von Furstenberg, Jenna Lyons from J. Crew.
Those people can make your career.
We want to support designers that are going to be the future of American fashion. If you look at the landscape of American fashion, it is filled with designers that have been through the Fashion Fund.
Winning the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund is like winning an Oscar. And at the end, the winner gets $400,000 and a mentorship with an industry leader.
10 designers, 4 months, 1 winner. This is the Fashion Fund.
I mean, this works, but what do you think, Virginia?
I think this is pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
The finalists have submitted 3 or 4 different options for the magazine. They've all sent in their collections so that Anna can review, and we can work with the stylist, Sarah Moonves, to pull the best items from their new collections.
I think we'll just have to try it on and accessorize it, and they don't have anything else.
For designers to have the opportunity to have their portrait in the November issue of Vogue is a thrill.
This is a great opportunity to sort of showcase who they are and have the world and our reader, get to know the finalists. Jonathan Simkai we have this.
I love that dress.
And then he sent this top and skirt version as well.
I like the white.
Becca, we have the silver or the black.
Let's stay with the silver.
Okay. I think that's the best.
No caging, okay?
Yes.
Make sure she's not wearing caging.
Anna is incredibly decisive, but also incredibly able to take the temperature of the times.
Thaddeus made these very cute bathing suits for us, and then...
I wouldn't do the pineapples twice.
Yeah. Then for Gypsy Sport, we have a few new things.
The gold looks great, and that would work well with the stripe, whereas the print with that stripe, I'm starting to get a headache.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
you agree? I mean,
You don't get to be where Anna is without having very strong opinions, and she is known for making very quick, clear decisions, but in my experience, she's right almost every time.
all right, well, I look forward to seeing the pictures. All right.
Right.
Thank you.
It's kind of crazy to be here at a photo shoot for a full-page spread in Vogue magazine for November. It's totally crazy. This is a unique, special moment in the history of my business.
It's so exciting to work with Sarah Moonves. I mean, she's such an icon, and she's putting me in my own clothing, so I couldn't be happier.
This year, the photo shoot is with Kendall Jenner and, in some cases, additional talent.
I'm excited to have my really good friend, Jason Sudeikis.
The Jonas brothers were early adopters of Cadet, specifically Nick.
I'm here with my friend Nick Waterhouse.
We sort of thought, what a great way to expose these designers to America by using an amazing cast, amazing talent. It's a big deal.
We're using a wonderful new photographer, Greg Harris. It's a big thrill for them.
My role is to sort of figure out what would be the best way to sort of represent these designers. It obviously doesn't work out in every circumstance, which is exactly what happened with Rio for Gypsy Sport. This sort of jersey top.
To have Sarah Moonves select what I'm gonna wear feels a bit contrived.
We figure out, not only what's gonna work best in your picture, but in the whole story, what's gonna look best on Kendall.
This is gonna look so normal.
I wanna make sure that she doesn't wear anything too crazy. So I want people to know that your clothes are like totally wearable, you know what I mean?
That's not Gypsy Sport. She said she'd like to see it a little more digestible. I want to see it a little funner and crazier, but they're the bosses.
leather sneaker. Oh, that's so good.
It went amazing in there. I had so much fun.
Oh, that one's so good.
Sarah's a professional, so she knows exactly what she's doing. I'm just like some kid who's trying to make it happen, so.
She's a star, totally. She looks amazing.
But we were jumping like I got a thigh workout for like a week. Calves are on point. Yeah.
It's very surreal. It's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, Chris needs to loosen it up a little bit.
I'm not so great in front of the cameras.
Chris, a tiny bit happier, mate. Vogue magazine.
There was fans blowing in every single direction, and both their hair was just like into my mouth, into my eyes.
You notice that we were the only ones that they didn't give us any direction. There was two people in the middle that needed a lot of direction.
The first time anyone sees women's wear from David Hart will be in the November issue of Vogue. It's so cool. That just is insane.
Growing up, my mom was always very passionate about fashion, and she'd get Vogue every month. And then I'd always creep up next to her and get into her lap, and we'd do our little commentaries and talk about what we liked. This is everything.
November's my birthday month, so it'll be like a huge birthday gift. But it's gonna last a lifetime. I mean, I'll be in Vogue November 2015 issue for the rest of my life.
That's a wrap!
Just at the moment when you think the tenor settled, the whole thing is shaken up like a boggle game.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, Yvonne from Vogue. I have a delivery for you.
The designers know that there's going to be a design challenge, but they sit and they wait in suspense for exactly what that design challenge is going to be, and it's a surprise.
Thank you, Yvonne.
You're welcome.
All right.
They have to fulfill a new challenge, which has become more complicated, more intense.
Ooh, calling all curious.
I'm curious.
We're going to really ask them to stretch their limits of what they do and what they're able to do, so they should be scared. It's a lot of work.
A letter from Anna.
Oh my God.
Letter from Anna. Letter from Anna.
Which doesn't really happen every day, so that's pretty cool. Dear Thaddeus.
Dear David.
Dear Rio.
For 2015, we are working with Fossil.
We're to set a design challenge to the CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund finalists.
We have assigned each of you a cultural event that will be taking place this fall somewhere in America.
We would love to see what about that event sparks your curiosity
and inspires you to create a unique outfit
to wear to that event or that reflects its cultural significance.
You will receive a $20,000 cash award from Fossil. Dude.
Wow.
Which should be used to cover any expenses associated with the challenge. Ah, that's a relief.
Where am I going? Hold on.
I hope this is far in some nether corner of America.
We asked each of the 10 finalists to create a look based on a cultural event.
So Fossil is giving them each $20,000 to create their design challenge look. This challenge is a unique opportunity for the designers to do something where money isn't an object. And when they don't have that limitation, the judges really want to see what they're able to accomplish.
Your assigned event is the New York Film Festival.
All right, there it is.
Wow. Oh my God, my head's already like, what am I doing?
You are invited to the Brooklyn Book Festival, calling all curious. Wow. I'm excited.
Yeah. Your assigned event is the Broadway opening of Hamilton. I don't know a ton about it. I do know of it.
Modernism Week Preview, celebrating mid-century architecture and design. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Please note you are not required or expected to attend the event. That's too bad, I've never been to Palm Springs.
The acclaimed Atlanta chef, Gwinter Seeger's new farm-to-table restaurant opening in the Meatpacking District this fall in New York City. Yes!
Austin City Limits Music Festival. Oh my God, I love that.
Dia Beacon Fall Night, a gala celebrating the exhibit of Dan Flavin and Robert Irwin. Cool. No!
Whoa! Dear Rio, your assigned event is a Star Wars premiere taking place in December in New York City. Please note, you are not required or expected to attend this event, but I definitely want to.
That's insane.
May the Force be with you.
No way. Burning Man. I've had a lot of dreams about going, so.
New York City Ballet Fall Gala.
I've been to the ballet, but never like the opening.
I've never been. But I watched that movie with Mila Kunis.
$20,000 is so much money. Like, this is like outfits that fly. Like, it's just like technology or something.
I mean, I'm sure I can cook up some really amazing ideas for 20 grand, so time to push the envelope, I guess.
Should we get to work?
Yeah.
I'm really excited about my fossil design challenge because I got Modernism Week, which happens in Palm Springs. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work into my calendar, but I thought this was the perfect opportunity to visit Philip Johnson's Glass House, which is the most amazing mid-century architectural structure. His approach to modernism was in the materials, the use of glass and steel to create the structure, but referencing that back to very classical architectural foundations. It's pretty incredible. I think this place is so inspiring, and I really fell in love with the herringbone of the brick, and I would like to maybe explore, kind of riff on that. This kind of budget, it's like, you know, I wanted to do this technique using ultrasonic seam welding, which will create these kind of seamless panels of fabric. It's fun to have the opportunity and budget, thanks to Fossil, to push the envelope even further.
$20,000 is a lot of support to really, execute something beautiful, and I think I'd be missing a large piece of the puzzle if I didn't go experience this. The scale of Burning Man is so vast. Then there's this idea of transformation. People go there looking to be transformed in some way or another, and that's also just imminently what fashion's about. Every day it's like transforming your body with what you're wearing. All these beautiful works of art are turned to dust. And so that's the idea I'm most kind of enthralled with, is this idea of making a piece that literally would just dissolve, just not exist anymore.
My design challenge was the Brooklyn Book Festival, which really is turning into a big family event. There's an entire day that's really dedicated to children's books. So I wanted to dress a family that was going to take their kids to the book fair. I haven't designed for children before, but I think this is a great opportunity to translate the entire look of David Hart into something that's lifestyle driven. I wanted to kind of develop an outfit for, I don't want to say hipster dad, but kind of, the guys that we see in Brooklyn that are going to vintage stores and going to shows. And
I hope that it translates, and Anna and everyone up at Vogue is happy with the product.
All of the judges do some level of site visits.
Rag & Bone are now very successful designers who came up through the Fashion Fund.
The finalists have a lot to gain from that.
I mean, it'd be interesting to go see Jonathan Simkai now, who's, I think, the biggest business in the finalists. Seems like he's had a little bit of an up and down fund. He didn't present that well to the panel.
I think that there's a lot of possibilities. I wish I wasn't as nervous. I'm sorry.
He's not inspiring a lot of passion amongst a panel, but let's see.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Thanks so much
for
coming.
How are you?
Very well.
How long have you been in this space?
Probably like a year and 3 months.
Are you growing out of it, or are you okay?
No,
We're growing out of it.
It's like the conversation every day.
You have some amazing elements here. What you have to figure out is how to talk to people about the consistency of the brand vision. I think that was one of the things that was difficult in the first presentation.
What is Jonathan Simkai? Is there a way that sort of articulate what the brand is?
I think that there's a lot of elements that carry through with the reference of like a sporty kind of detail, or something that feels a little like edgy or angular, or like the idea of like a mechanical or technical.
Okay. Every time somebody asks you that question, you should have a stock answer that you say with conviction, and you say the same thing pretty much every time.
In this competition, you're like the strongest business. What you've really got to do in the next couple of sort of engagements with the judges is just, you've got to be less nervous, because you were pretty nervous. The design challenge is It's really your last big chance to talk confidently about your project, but about your brand. So just go in and kill it.
Our challenge is Hamilton, the musical. I don't know what it's about. I know that it is a play on Broadway. I assume it's about Alexander Hamilton. I have no idea what the play's about. I took the way they used to dress in that period, in the, I think it was late 1700s, early 1800s. But I also wanted to take into play that Hamilton was shot in a duel. So I took the inspiration of the blood red, and I wanted to do an all red look. We were just hoping that Anna likes it, but it is nerve-wracking to design something for Anna to review and approve.
City Limits Music Festival. I was like super stoked. My main point of reference that I went to was that 70s nostalgia and, you know, music festivals and that sort of thing. And I thought about Texas, and I think all of that cumulatively really led me to a boot.
The design challenge is like so important. So you want to try to get it right.
I really want Anna to pick the springbock boot, actually. One that I'd rather her not pick is the snakeskin. So with my luck, she'll probably pick the snakeskin.
Yeah, it's happening.
For the challenge, I received Star Wars. I'm most inspired by the women in Star Wars. So I want to create something that all of the women in Star Wars would want to wear. I'm kind of going with like a very natural white colorway, maybe a bit of gold, because the Jedis wear like these white Obi robes, and even Princess Leia has like these really beautiful draped looks that are all white, and it's kind of chic for like a premiere. I've been thinking a lot about the budget for the design challenge. We've never had a budget that big for a collection, let alone one look. And I don't want to waste it on something extravagant just for the sake of spending money. It feels like a lot of pressure. It's the biggest challenge we've had so far, definitely.
Someone's coming today to drop off the magazine from Vogue, and I'm like beyond myself with excitement.
Vogue is here.
The Vogue photo shoot is major for these designers. It's the first time they're gonna get real estate in Vogue magazine.
Drum roll.
I don't know if I'm gonna open it. I can't. It's gonna be too intense, too crazy.
Oh my God.
Oh, Cass, what do you say?
This one.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Everything is amazing.
Wow. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh my God.
Look at that. That's it. Oh, you look skinny.
Cool. I'm surprised they didn't choose Tinashe with like her eyes open.
You're all sleepy.
So sleepy.
I'm all about like strong, powerful women and making eye contact and not being afraid. And so I was surprised they chose a more demure facial expression where we're all kind of lost in the moment. I don't know, it just feels like male photographer, male gaze, women, submissive. But the dress looks beautiful.
Wow. This looks so good. Rio! Look how fabulous that is.
For the Vogue editors to give up 2 pages for Gypsy Sport is incredibly generous. To me, there's a message in there, even if they say there is not. I feel like there is something to be said.
I know the power of print media, and I think Vogue, American Vogue, is like at the top of that list. So I can only imagine what this is gonna mean, you know?
I've never in my wildest dreams thought that, you know, I would be part of this.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable.
Wow.
It's you. This is you in Vogue.
Okay.
Today, I will be showing Anna and Virginia Smith, who's the market director here at Vogue, the sketches that the designers have submitted for the Fossil Design Challenge. And Anna will give her feedback on which look should be produced, and they'll do a presentation to the judges. So Aurora is going to the Austin City Limits Music Festival. Okay. So she's very interested in, country music and the Western roots of Austin. She was inspired by spurs on the back of a boot. And here she was inspired by a stirrup.
I love this.
So let's do that.
Don't you?
But I don't want to do this. Yeah. That's part of this process, is learning what it's like to have someone else with a critical eye looking at your designs and helping you step it up. So Jonathan Simkai is going to the New York Film Festival.
Okay. He has done a great deal of research.
He is very cerebral.
He's a bit overthought. Yeah. I mean, they could either look great or not. This is probably a safer bet.
Chris Jelinas is going to the Palm Springs Modernism Festival, so he did some research here at the Philip Johnson Glass House. Okay. And then he took this shape and the dovetailing in the wood of mid-century modern furniture to...
He always has too much going on, doesn't he? Just ask him to simplify these two sketches and let us have another look.
Because this does not look so great from whatever's going on the side.
No, horrible.
Rio was given the Star Wars premiere. His girl can do yoga in her evening gown. She will dance anytime and anywhere, and she represents America to the world of Star Wars.
I sort of went...
Should we go here? They're all going to be insane, right?
So Chromat is going to the Robert Irwin exhibit at Dia Beacon. And she said where she really challenged herself and pushed herself in this challenge is to use color.
That's her idea of using color?
Color is not something she works a lot in.
I think we should stay with this. Okay. Can you tell her to work on using more color?
Here at Vogue, we like color. We shoot a lot of color. We don't shoot black. And so when we look at a black dress with a piece of red piping, that doesn't count as color. So Cadet is going to Hamilton, although I'm not sure they've gone yet. And they apparently haven't done much research.
It's unimpressive, because this doesn't look great to me.
It doesn't. I think
Back
they
to
need
the drawing board.
yeah,
They need to
exactly.
go and get with the program, okay?
I think, unfortunately, Cadet made a mistake not going to see Hamilton. It was one of the few cultural events that was actually available for the designers to look into.
Once looked at the sketch and you just have no idea what they're doing or what they're talking about or where this idea came from, and they obviously have not read the assignment.
They're gonna really have to work hard to come back from that misstep. This was actually the most charming thing I've ever seen. David Hart, he had the Brooklyn Book Festival. And he went and did a lot of research, and he found that the Brooklyn Book Festival is really for children and families. It's very much geared towards children authors.
It's adorable.
So we can choose. I don't know if we should really have a child, but...
Why not? Want to do this one?
Yeah.
This is cute.
I mean,
they're all great.
All great.
And definitely the toad.
He gets top marks on this for me.
Triple star.
This is an important moment because from here on out, their direction for the Fossil Challenge will be determined. David, it's Selby from Vogue. Your book was a huge hit.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
It's on, I mean, I loved it, but Anna really loved it too. Her exact words, I think, were triple gold star A+.
That's amazing.
She wants you to have, a daddy and then 2 children.
Getting 3 looks from Anna is definitely exciting, but I think it's also 3 times the pressure. In the history of the fund, it's the first time anyone's been given children's wear. Everything has to be perfect.
I think the biggest concern was with Cadet.
Raul speaking.
Raul, it's Selby. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm good. We just had our sketch review.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if you guys were ever able to go see Hamilton.
No, we have not.
I think you guys should go see it soon. When Anna saw the sketch, she was like, this doesn't really seem like it references the show.
I'm just gonna be really honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm really confused now. I didn't want to be literal and make it very custom-y.
We did not see the musical, and that's really just the end of that statement.
Do we need to resubmit sketches, or do we just go from here?
No, I would give us more sketches just because it's always good to have Anna's final sign-off on what's being made so that way, that just covers you guys.
Doesn't matter. We just didn't go.
The feedback from Anna today, kind of crushed me a little bit. I want to show them that, we could do it and we're gonna kick ass.
Next week on the Fashion Fund.
The design challenge is very, very important. It's the one opportunity for the 10 finalists to really express themselves.
I mean, talk about nerve-wracking.
We're working with the neons for the first time.
Just when you have it matched in one place, you realize that it's not matching in the next.
The designers have to submit their samples of their looks.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fun, but maybe it needs like a white t-shirt or just something so it's not layer on layer of gray.
The looks, their style at Vogue.
They present to all the members of the selection committee.
Here I am nervous again.
If they don't bring their A game at the design challenge, it's really hard to come back from that.
It's so hard. Oh, God.